To remain updated with the latest business news, click on the bell icon.
The Microsoft Surface Go 3. This must be the first time you're seeing it on Indian television. In fact, this is the first time you're seeing it anywhere exclusively on Tech Today. Is it a true bang for your buck? Let's find out on Unbox Today. Ready, set, let's go. When I see these ultra portable, 2-in-1 laptop, tablet sort of hybrid options, I get excited. Frankly, when you're on the go and you don't want to carry a clunky piece of hardware like the MacBook or any other Windows laptop, this can come in handy for basic use. This isn't an apples to apples comparison. The right contender to the Surface Go 3 is something which is a very similar form factor, which is the iPad Air. Now, the iPad Air with its nearly 10.9-inch screen, almost an 11-inch screen, and this with its 10.5-inch screen seem like two rivals, right? But there's a lot that's different and still a lot that's similar about both devices. So what's the point of a traditional unboxing where we're giving you a traditional tech review? Let's pit this against the iPad Air because that seems to be the closest in terms of form factor, especially when you pair it with the Magic Keyboard. The iPad Air and the Magic Keyboard seems to be or should have been a laptop replacement, but there were pitfalls given the operating system. iPad OS has its restrictions. The Windows OS and a full-fledged Windows OS experience, Windows 11 straight out of the box, is very interesting. Now, the way that Apple looks at the iPad Air, they give you a 64 GB and then straight a 256 GB version. There's no 128, and that's the complaint amongst a lot of tech enthusiasts. Well, Windows seems to have done things differently from Apple. They've given you different models with different specifications. So now, obviously with an iPad, you have an A14 chip in the iPad Air. With Microsoft's Surface Go 3 devices, you have a 10th Gen Intel Pentium Gold, 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of eMMC storage. So it's not going to be that fast. That's the base model, retailing at 43,000 rupees. And then it goes up into the Intel 10th Gen i3, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of eMMC. That's a little bit more expensive. And then, of course, the top-end spec is the 10th Gen Intel Core i3, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage SSD. That costs 58,000 rupees. But of course, when they're charging you 58,000 rupees, that is for the device along with the keyboard. Now, this type cover keyboard that comes along with the Surface Go 3 device is quite a delight to use. Obviously, this comes with a stand which makes it very easy to place on any sort of a table. You can place it vertically, you can place it horizontally, and of course, this keyboard can be adjusted in different ways as well. It comes with a bigger trackpad than the Magic Keyboard, and that's saying something for a device which is smaller than the iPad Air in its dimensions. Now, typing on this keyboard is almost identical to the Magic Keyboard. One advantage that it does have is it has this pair of function keys which gives you a very Windows-like experience, and that's what it's supposed to do. This is what Microsoft reckons will become your laptop replacement and can become your laptop replacement. Can it? Well, it's a yes and a no. It's a yes because if you want something that's ultra portable, durable, and actually affordable when you compare it to the other high-end options from Apple or even Samsung, well, it kind of is an interesting proposition because it gives you a PC or a laptop-like experience because of the software. Well, the restrictions that come about with using iPad OS is essentially the things that you miss out from the Mac OS ecosystem. But if you're a pro customer and you really want something which is a power driver for you to do high-end editing, 4K playback, well then this might not be the option for you because this is meant for casual browsing. If you want to watch some Netflix content, you can watch it on this particular device. Also, if you want to, well, browse the internet or catch up on your emails, of course, with Microsoft Outlook, it all becomes seamless in this mini ecosystem by Microsoft as well. But if you want the heavy hitting, this is not a device for you. Look, if you're on the market for a bigger laptop, of course there are better options. But if you're going in for this, then I'm guessing you want an ultra portable option. Well, I'll make it easier for you. If you're looking at the Surface Go 3 as an option or a replacement of the iPad Air with the Magic Keyboard, that means you're not necessarily tied down to the Apple ecosystem. That also means that you could save around 10 to 15k or maybe more on the Surface Go 3 along with the type cover keyboard. And that, for people who aren't Apple fanboys, can be a serious contender for an ultra portable option. Speaking of ultra portable options, the color accuracy and of course, well, the frame rate and the display is quite good for such a small laptop. Battery life, look, on these sort of form factors, I'm not expecting more than 9 to 10 hours of battery life, and it's been around that much as well. It charges quite fast, but it also drains just like the iPad. Now, if you're pitting this against the iPad, then you have to have some sort of a rival to the Apple Pencil. And Microsoft, giving them enough credit, have come up with their version of the Apple Pencil. But the only thing is that if you want to do complicated things on this particular display, I'm not quite sure this is going to be good enough for, well, illustrators or professionals or creative professionals trying to do things. But if you're taking down notes as a student or you're just doodling away, well, then this is good enough. Another thing that I really like about this, which is a game changer if you're living in this work from anywhere world, which all of us are, let's be honest, it really matters what the experience is like when we are on Zoom calls, or for them, Microsoft Teams calls. This becomes interesting because they have a very clear 1080p camera right here in the front, and it's not like, well, the iPad who places it in a vertical form. So every time on the iPad, you look sort of cockeyed because you're looking down out there, or it looks strange because your look goes to the wrong end of the camera when you're talking to people. So they always think you're not paying attention to them. Over there, it's kind of strange, but here they've placed it right in the center. So this is meant for this sort of horizontal mode, and it's quite clear. The color reproduction is fantastic. Well, it manages motion well as well. That's our Tech Today set, and I'm quite happy with this camera. This can be the ideal companion when you're working from home. You know, one of the biggest complaints from all of us in the tech community has been that Apple doesn't have a contender to its ecosystem yet. Google tried, they didn't succeed. Samsung has been trying, they've not really built a robust enough ecosystem. The Chinese brands are trying. Microsoft, if they got their mobile devices right, with this, there seems to be no problem. If you've been looking at all of those Apple fanboys with iPad Airs and Magic Keyboards, this as a combination is a worthy contender. In fact, I might even replace it for a while and actually give this a try. But if you're in the ecosystem, then of course, as always, Apple wins. Our verdict: we really hoped that Microsoft would build on these devices, and I know they've obviously recalibrated their priorities to the cloud business and the enterprise business. But if we saw more devices like this with top-end build quality and a fantastic operating system like Windows, maybe with slightly better performance specs, this could be something special for the future.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.